Hey, what's up, my future friends? This is Kite0080 from Music's The Hang Up. Today we're going to be looking at a pretty awesome Vaporwave album on Tomorrow Entertainment Records. We're going to be looking at the album Open Session by echoflange. It's an old one. It was released in 2018, and it just kind of got me thinking on this interesting concept of anti-capitalism, car lots, like brand new cars, as well as maybe the appreciation of depreciation of materialistic things, such as buying a brand new car. So to kick it off, I said, of course, that album art. I really like this album art. It's very simplistic. It says Open Session, and then September 1st and September 2nd, Friday and Saturday. It was released in November 25th, so it's not corresponding to the release, although that would have been cool. I'm kind of on a kick with vintage cars. I find a lot of inspiration from the designs, the rigidness, the sharp corners and edges, the old commercials, especially the Japanese ones, and that old racing series, Rally, whenever that was a big thing, Subaru versus Mitsubishi, and of course JDM in general. So what's the car on the album art? I couldn't tell you, I'm a Subaru guy. As for the album review, to start off, there's something very clear and almost very commercial in the music style about this album. It doesn't really mix traditional Vaporwave and the slowdowns as the music, but more in the vocals, which I think is kind of cool. It keeps this upbeat 80s feel, but the album almost sometimes feels emotionless and like a car commercial, or even just that car lot where you've got just like this generic music in the background that was probably made by some marketing team to make you want to buy a car. I get these images of that new car lot, the building that houses the fancy cars with the marble flooring and the desks that are just far enough apart that makes the signing of your new lease and that exclusive car that you just bought a VIP service. One gripe that I do have with the album, and it starts with the first track and continues on to my favorite track, which actually happens to be Home. It builds up this Vaporwave-like experience. The voices are on point. The build-up is great. But unfortunately, the second we get the voice, that sweet taste of slow lyrical goodness, the songs end. Like, we get the first phrase, and then echoflange fades us out. I don't know why. So it got me thinking. We've got this album art that has cars on it. I've got this idea of car lots. What if echoflange's Open Session is the experience and mocking of buying a brand new car? You take it off the lot, you're feeling like $1,000,000 owning the dream car you've always wanted. And then a week goes by, maybe two, and by then you're finding problems with it already. Just like that short-lived vocals in most of these songs, the excitement of owning that new car starts to fade. And those advertisement models trick you into owning a depreciated materialistic item that did you really even need? But as much as I would love to own the car that I love for life, we actually get a song in this album that's fuller, has the full lyrics, and much more like a normal Vaporwave track. It's titled Superman. And it plays over and over and over in an almost maddening consistency that maybe after reflection, owning the perfect car or the perfect experience over and over, it would ruin the human experience. The depreciation kind of makes us work harder for better things. A new car every 3 years, a new job every 5 to 10. Without the hardships to make us better, what would be the point? Maybe the critique isn't as bad as it seems. So, at least you get to drive off into the sunset, you've got a cool car now, and you've got a cool album now to listen to. If you guys like this kind of thing, go ahead and join us on Patreon or buy a t-shirt. We've got some Vaporwave shirts, both in awesome black or the classic white. So yeah, I'm Kite0080. Cheers.